श्रीमान् वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदांताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदाहृति प्रणामं लक्ष्मणमुनिप्रतिगृह्णातु मामकं प्रसादयति यत्सूक्तिः स्वाधीनपतिकां श्रुतिं. So, Swami Emperumanar's Sharanagati Gadya Vakyam, and also in Emperumanar Bhashyakarar Sri Gita Bhashya Avatarikai, Swami Emperumanar takes up the line for Perumal Tirumeni, the divine body, Swabhimata Anurupa Yekarupa Achintya Divya Adbhuta Nitya Niravadya Niradisaya Aujjalya Saundarya Saugandhya Saukumarya Lavanya Yavana Jananta Gunanidhi Divya Rupa. We covered up to Saugandhyam. Now we will enjoy Saukumaryam. Saukumaryam is the most beautiful guna of the Tirumeni. Saukumaryam means soft, tender. It is so tender, like it's like a freshly bloomed flower. The freshly bloomed flower, fresh flower, how much soft it would be, how much tender it would be. Even by touching, the petal will fall off. So he is called Pushpahasan, Perumal Trinamam. So much of soft and tender like the flower. And it gives us the sweetness of enjoying that softness, the tender. Because as much as we enjoy the softness and tenderness of the flower, we would enjoy even million times more Perumal Tirumeni. Andal says, Karuvilai Malar, Kaya Malar, Karuvilai Un Malargal, Kaya Malargal, Tirumal Ulavoli Kattuhindrir. You are like the Karuneidal Poo, the Kaya Malar. You are so dark blue hued flower. Your Tirumeni is like that, Andal mentions. Swami Nammalvar also in Thiruvaimozhi 8.5.4, Thunir Muhilpol Thondrum Nin Shudarkol Vadivum Kanivayum Tenir Kamala Kangalum Vanden Chirandai Naraindava Manir Velli Malai Tanmel Mankar Neela Muhilpola Thunir Kadalul Tuyilvane Yandai Sholamatene. Emperuman Tirumeni is like the dark hued rainy clouds, rain bearing clouds. It's just going to rain, heavy rain. That dark cloud, how it would appear. Like that Perumal Tirumeni is there. It is Niradisaya Aujvalyam Tirumeni. Unparalleled splendor, effulgence, Shudarkol Vadivu. And look at his beautiful Tiruvai, that mouth. It's like Partapode Parittu Unnumbadi Irukkum Palampol Vilanguகின்ற Tiruvai. Srimad Aishingar writes, Shudarkol Vadivum Kani Vayum. It's like the fruit. The Tiruvai, that mouth, that lips are like the fruits that we would feel like taking it off and biting. It's so sweet. It's so beautiful. And தேனாயிர தண்ணீரை உடைய தாமரை பூ போல், அதாவது தண்ணீரை விட்டு பிரியாதிருக்கிற தாமரை பூ போன்ற கண்கள். The lotus flower which just blooms from the water, how fresh it would be. Like that the eyes, தேநீர் கமல கண்கள். Vanden Shindai Niraindava, that Saukumarya Tirumeni, the Pushpahasa Saukumarya Tirumeni, that completely overwhelms and fulfills my heart. Emperuman he has got Mahabalam, he has got valor, he has got strength, he has got Viryam, Tejas. But only those who are doing the push-ups, having the 8-pack, 6-pack, their body is so strong that it is like a stone. It would not be soft, it would not be tender. But our Emperuman is Mahabalavan. He is Pailwan, but he can do the hardest, strongest thing. He can kill 14,000 Rakshasas effortlessly. but he is also soft, tender. The Tirumeni is also Saukumaryam. And who knows that Surpanage, the Araki, the Rakshasi, she went to see Rama, Lakshmana and Sita in the forest. When she saw him, she comes and tells, after being cut off the ear and the nose by Sri Rama. So Raman was so strong enough to cut the ears and nose of the Surpanaka, who is a Rakshasi, Araki. How much strong he should have been. And Surpanaka says, Sukumarau Mahabalau. He is Sukumaran as well as Mahabalan. He is soft and tender as well as strong bodied. That Emperuman's Tirumeni, Periyavachan Pillai enjoys. Let's enjoy Periyavachan Pillai Paramakarunika's Vyakyanam. Naichimarum Uraikka Parka Paradapadi Pushpahasa Sukumara Irikkai. When Sri Bhumi Neela Devis, when they even look with so much preeti, with so much enjoyment, with so much adoration of his Tirumeni, of his beauty. When they look, the body gets worn out. Utrupa Tirukkan Devigal Tangal Tirukkan Malarkundi Emperuman Tirumeniயை சற்று உற்று நோக்கினாலேயே அதை பொறுக்க முடியாமல் திருமேனி வாடி விடுமா. Just by looking for few minutes, few seconds, that Tirumeni feels hurt. So much tender and soft he is that even the look of Pirati is affecting the mridu, the softness, the tenderness. And how is Pirati Tirumeni? See, Parasara Bhattar says, she was seated on the lotus flower. Suddenly, she feels that she feels so much like a fire spark on her palm, on her toe. Underneath her feet, on that red lotus flower like the feet underneath, on that she feels that there is a fire. What happened? There is no reason. The reason is the flower on which she was seated, from that the pollen particles have fallen on the feet. So that's all. It is so soft and tender, the feet. Even that pollen particles have affected that softness. So the other Bhu Neela Devi are wondering, why are you so tired and exhausted? She says that pollen particle has fallen on my feet, and that is why. Parasara Bhattar says, when such is the case, how are you able to bravely hold the two lotus flowers on your hands? When even the pollen particles are affecting the softness and tenderness of your Tirumeni, Pirati, how are you able to hold on to that lotus flower in your hands? You are so brave and bold, Parasara Bhattar wonders. So, when so much soft and tender Pirati, when she looks at Perumal's body withers. And that is how much soft and tender Perumal's Tirumeni would be. Tell me. In fact, Srimad Aishinger writes that not only this particular Pasuram of Nammalvar is on Tiruvan Parisharam Divyadesam. And Aishinger says it is that softness and tender one can enjoy in Veeraraghavan of Tiruvallur. I have enjoyed myself, he says. Sri Injimate Aishinger, he used to feel so much hot during the summer season. He used to feel so much sweat. And there used to be Kaikarya Paras always fanning him. Tiruvalavattam Kaikaryam. They used to fan so that he gets some breeze from the Visiri. So Injimate Aishinger used to say that Sri Malolan is also must be feeling the scorching heat, and hence we should somehow make a fan for him also, because he was enjoying the Archavataram Saukumaryam. Acharya was enjoying, Srimad Aishinger was enjoying. So what they did, they drilled a small hole in the Sannidhi, in the Kovilalvar, and then they made a silk cloth. Thereby they tied a rope from there. So the Kainkarya Parar would do all the time swing that rope so that that cloth will give some breeze to Sri Malolan. Is like a velvet panka, the fan, velvet fan. So Kainkarya Parar used to perform this eternal service to fan Sri Malolan. Look at the way Mahans have enjoyed the Saukumarya Tirumeni of Archavataram. Once, Srimad Aishinger writes, once Srimad Kozhiyalam Swami, Uttamur Swami's Acharyan, Kozhiyalam Swami went and performed Mangalasasanam in Tirumalai. And in Tirumalai, so Trivenkadamudayan was given Tirumanjaram, the Archamurti or the Utsavamurti or Moolavarmurti, we don't know. So the Archavataram was given Trimanjaram, and from the Velli Kindi, from the silver vessel, the Archakar was pouring on Tirumeni in a thin stream of water, the sacred waters which was collected, which was also consecrated. It was poured on the Tirumeni with a thin stream of water. Sri Kozhiyalam Swami told the Archakar, Swami, please pour more water, so that because of the heat, because of the tapam, scorching heat outside, Perumal should have more water. So can you please pour more water with a thicker stream of water? So please do not put so thinly. Kozhiyalam Swami appealed to the Archakar. Archakar politely and firmly, respectfully, reverentially responded to Kozhiyalam Swami. Swami, Chamikadu. Swami is looking only at the scorching heat outside. But if I pour more water on Srinivasan, he would feel his breath and he would feel suffocated. His breath would be difficult. Much tinaral erpadum. And that is why Adiyan is pouring thinly. So Srimad Kozhiyalam Swami was overwhelmed with Archaka's anubhavam of Perumal's Saukumarya Tirumeni, Archavatara anubhavam. So both Srimad Kozhiyalam Swami as well as the Archakas were enjoying the Saukumarya Tirumeni of Tirumalai Srinivasan. Two Mahans. So even if we do not have such anubhavam, Srimad Aishinger writes, at least we can enjoy the anubhavam of Sri Kozhiyalam Swami and the Archakas now. At least that we need to enjoy, even if we do not get that anubhavam in front of the Archamurti. Right now we can enjoy, right? And that is what Swami says, that's the way one needs to enjoy the Saukumarya Tirumeni of Perumal. In fact, the way he is holding the Sankha Chakram, Niradisaya Sukasparisha, Niradisaya Sugandha, Niradisaya Sukasparisha, Sharanagati Gadyam, when Emperumanar Bhashyakarar was talking about the Abharanams, it is Niradisaya Sugandha, unparalleled fragrance, the Abharanam, the Sankha Chakra Ayudam, Gada, Sharngam, Katkam, these Ayudams and the ornaments, they are like completely unparalleled fragrance. They have completely unparalleled Saukumarya, softness, and it is so nice to touch. We feel so happy. The Sukham, it gives us Sukham. It is not like we wear the golden chain, a ring and a waistband and a bangle, bracelet when we wear. But when we go to sleep, we take off all those things because it might hurt us. So we remove that. Whereas Perumal, even when he is with Pirati, he doesn't have to remove these ornaments because they are Sukha Sparsha. They are like the flower that's caught in between them. They are like the sandal paste, the Abharanams. So Periyavachan Pillai says, நிரதிசய சுகஸ்பரிஷ அல்லாத ஆபரணங்கள் அழகுக்கு உறுப்பாகையாலே காரணமாகையாலே போகத்தில் வந்தால் கழற்ற வேண்டி வரும். இவையோ எம்பெருமானுடைய திருவாபரணங்களோ நிரதிசய சுகந்த நிரதிசய சுகஸ்பரிஷ ஆவதாலே பிராட்டிமாரோட்டை கலவியிலும் கழற்ற வேண்டாதபடி ஸ்ரக் சந்தனாதிகளோபாதி அனுகூலமாயிருக்கும். Just what we just saw, it's like the flower which is caught between them, between Pirati and Perumal. It's like the sandal paste. They don't have to remove those bangles and chains and necklaces. And this Sri Sukti Rasam one needs to enjoy. And Swami Thiruvaimazhi Nammalvar says, Paniya Amarar Panivum Panbum Tameyam Aniyar Aazhiyum Shangamum Yendum Avar Kanmin தனியா வெண்ணோய் உலகில் தவிர்ப்பான் திருநீல மணியார் மேனியோடு என் மனம் சூழ வருவாரே. திருவன்பரிசாரத்து எம்பெருமான் பாசுரம். He says that even the Nityasuris, Paniya Amarar, those who have never ever bowed down to any other Devatantarams, the Muktatmas have done in the past before they became Muktatmas. We have done the Baddhas in the past, even in the present. But once we perform, once we undergo Pancha Samskaram and Sharanagati, Marandum Puram Tola Mandar are we. So the Muktatmas and Baddhatmas, they have in the past bowed down to Devatantarams, whereas Amara, the Nityasuris, have never ever done, and they always enjoy Emperuman. And that Emperuman, look at the way he is holding in Thiruvanparisaram Divyadesam, the Shankachakram. And this Shankachakram is Niradisaya Sugantam, Niradisaya Shukasparisham. He is holding it effortlessly. But Nammalvar feels so much that, oh, Kuழந்தை தூக்கிண்டு அந்த ரெண்டு சங்கச்சக்கரத்தையும் தூக்கிண்டு கஷ்டப்படுறானே. So he is feeling the Saukumaryam of the Trimeni of Perumal, that Perumal is holding the Sankachakram. It is going to pain the shoulders and the hands and the limbs and the palms are going to pain. Why is he holding it so long? Taniya Vennoi Ulagil Aniyar Aazhiyum Shangamum Yendum Avar Kanmin. So that is Nammalvar's Anubhavam. Idu Vyakyanam says, Vere Shilarai Paniya Sambhavanai Illada Nitya Shurigal முன்பு அசேவியர் காலிலே வணங்கி குனிந்து அனுகூலித்த அழுக்கு உடம்பு எச்சில் வாய் என்று பச்சாதாபம் கொண்டு பின்பு வகுத்தார் காலிலே குனிந்தவர்கள் அல்லர் நித்திய சூரிகள் பனியா அமரர். So beautifully here Idu Vyakyanam says. So Nammalvar mentions that Thiruvanparisara Emperuman is holding the Sankachakram, and these pasurams are so parama bhogyam for us. It is so lovely, the description. Aalum, Aalar, Aazhiyum, Shangum, Shumappardam. And Swami Srimad Aishinger mentions even Veeraragava Perumal in Thai Brahmotsavam, when we have enjoyed the Saukumaryam of Tiruvallur Veeraragavan. Look at the way he is holding the Shankachakram. Aalum, Aalar, Aazhiyum, Shangum, Shumappardam. The way Archavatara Rasikas enjoy this Shankachakra Azhage, no other Emperuman would have as much as our Sri Veeraragavan. Srimad Aishinger says, with enjoying his divine beauty. And with that we would conclude this Saukumaryam. But Aishinger adds, saying that our manas, our enjoyment on Saukumaryam is fine, but our buddhi should not be Saukumaryam. It should not be soft and tender. It should be strong, so that we will be able to appreciate and understand the Sukshma Artham of the Vyakyanam. So please do not make your buddhi Saukumaryam. Only the enjoyment of Saukumaryam Trimeni should be enjoyed. Okay? Adiye. Kavitarkika Simmaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Dhanyosmi Adiye.